Autoimmune diseases can really destroy your business. They make it almost impossible to run your business. So the other day I was working with an entrepreneur and he has to go out for dinners a lot and he has colitis. So for the past couple of years he's been on the carnivore diet. So like all he can eat is meat. He can't eat anything else, and like he can't even put butter. He can't, most meats are cooked in vegetable oil. He couldn't have any of that. So he'd always go to these fancy meetings or whatever with people, and he would really want to enjoy all the food there is to offer, but he couldn't. And every time in front of potential clients, he had to go, "Hey, could you make sure the meat's cooked?" It was just very embarrassing, for him, and it just always set the mood off quite strangely. It never, like, many deals did not go through because of just the weird, awkward social situation at the dinner table while trying to close a deal. And many times the symptoms became so bad, he'd have to cancel meetings. And there was also times where, things were going really great with a partner, and then he would get sick, like literally couldn't respond and do any work for like 2 weeks, and then the partner disappears. The person they were doing this deal with disappears. And so what's really causing, the majority of someone's autoimmune symptoms is a traumatic event. And if somebody's getting a lot of symptoms at work, the traumatic event was probably at work. With entrepreneurs, there's days where, we lose a lot of money. You accidentally make the ad budget too high and just thousands of dollars just fly out of your pocket. Somebody steals money from you. A customer writes a really nasty review, or like, there's a lot of things that can really hit us hard and put our gut into overdrive. Now, what am I talking about? Put organs into overdrive. Most people think it's caused by diet or toxins or something like that. Yeah, it's better to eat more nutrients, and yeah, don't go rolling in asbestos. But what's causing the majority of your symptoms is a traumatic event. A brilliant German doctor discovered he could look at your brain CT scan and know exactly what health conditions you had. He mapped out every condition in the body, autoimmune, psychiatric disorders and stuff like that. He mapped out everything. It all starts after a traumatic event, and the body puts the gut into, or puts whatever into overdrive to help you overcome it. And so that's the only way you can get better, is if we fully resolve this conflict on both a conscious and subconscious level. This is mostly a subconscious reaction because our conscious mind couldn't deal with a traumatic event. And entrepreneurship is hard. So I have experience with it. That you have to worry about money, you have to worry about employees, you have to worry about customers, and your conscious mind is at wit's end when you first start this stuff. And and if something big gets put onto your lap, the conscious mind, I can't handle this, I can't help. Subconscious mind, help. Okay, what organ do we need to put it into overdrive? Okay, you refer to this thing as crap. This is crap you want to get rid of. I'm gonna help you get rid of it. So the trauma that put my gut into overdrive is from childhood, like losing in video games, having my video games taken away, being forced to go to school. I hate school, breakups, stuff like that. So, what we did with this person, their symptoms started after they had a bad manager at work like 10 years ago. And this manager, was always yelling at him in front of everybody else in the company. And the trauma that it created for him, subconscious trauma, he took it into his entrepreneurship, and he took it into the other companies that he started working for, and it just slowly got worse and worse and worse and worse as time progressed. But within just a couple of weeks working together, he was able to eat whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. And he was only allowed to have, before that, he was only allowed to have steak with salt. Nope, no pepper, no butter, just salt. Now he can eat whatever he wants. And he doesn't have to, and he's not missing out on business opportunities anymore. Now, I show people how to do this The process that I take people through is my 13-day protocol. This rewires the trauma in your brain to stop putting your gut in and out of overdrive. My webinar is like a free mini version of this. You can do everything else right. If you don't get your head right, your head controls the whole body. That you just can't get better. It can only happen by accident. But when it's been 5 or 10 years, it's really ingrained in the subconscious, and there's some things that we need to do to make it work.